Hello everyone, I am Chef Ananya and today I am going to show you how do we whip the cream by using a dairy whipping cream. Dairy and non-dairy both are very simple to whip. It needs some kind of tips and tricks because when it comes to the non-dairy one, the sugar is already present. Dairy one, sometimes the sugar is not there inside the packaging, so you have to additionally add it, and usually people do not add it at the right stage, and that's where the cream starts to melt. So today I'm going to show you the full proof method of actually whipping a dairy whipping cream. And today I'm going to work with Allen Wire, and my majorly students live in UK, US and Dubai, and they have been complaining like we don't get this whipping cream, we don't get the dairy one, non-dairy one. So Allen Wire is something, every country, every city has this brand. So you can definitely go with this one, but I will not suggest you to go with the dairy whipping cream which is by Amul. Usually Amul doesn't blend immediately and it takes a lot of time, and because of that it starts to melt. So if you live any of the cities which has Allen Wire, then this can be your go-to whipping cream. So let's first quickly see how do we store it. You should always store dairy, anything which is dairy like your cream cheese or your dairy whipping cream, it is always supposed to be stored in the fridge. Okay, if you store it in the freezer, it will start splitting. That means all the fats are going to start come on the top, and the moment you're going to whip it, it will start splitting. If you'll see the packaging, it's clearly say that it has a 35% of fat percentage. Usually the non-dairy one has 30 to 28% of fat percentage, but this one has a higher fat percentage. That means it cannot be stored in the freezer, and the moment you take it out from the fridge, you have to use it immediately. And the moment you start opening it, and suppose you have used it midway and you want to store it back, so you can store it up to next 3 to 4 days only in the fridge, because just like it's like a Amul fresh cream, how we get the fresh cream, you cannot store it in the freezer, and practically you never store fresh cream in the freezer, right? Same thing you have to do with the dairy whipping cream as well. Okay, so the first thing first, I'm going to show you how do we open it. It's just like a normal whipping cream, and if you have seen my videos, you know how do we actually open a whipping cream. Just from the sides you need to remove it like here. I'm not removing the bottom part, and after that you got to shake it nicely, so that in case if both the things, the water content and the fat percentage has been splitted, it will be mixed well. So now I'm just gonna give it a nice good cut so that the cream can come out of it. I am just pouring the whipping cream, and the rest I'm keeping it aside. Now I'm going to blend this. I'm going to increase the speed very gradually. You should never go in one go, otherwise a shock will be created, and because of that your cream won't be stiff. Okay, so speeding it up gradually. In this, I'm going to add the icing sugar. Make sure the icing sugar is nicely sieved. You should not use without sieving it. And just gonna sprinkle it like this and start blending. So once you're done pouring your whipping cream in the bowl, just start blending on the highest speed, and make sure of one thing, that you're not adding the sugar in the initial stage. Otherwise what will happen, the sugar will start creating moisture, and that's how your cream starts to melt. So once you're done midway, it's okay, you will see that the whipping cream is still runny, which is very normal. And after that you just add the sugar. Make sure the sugar is sieved nicely. You should never add without sieving it, and then start blending. Okay, so once you're done adding the sugar and once you start blending, you will see that the soft peak has started to come. Similarly, once you see the soft peak, you keep blending more until you get something like this. You see, this is your dairy whipping cream. I've done right in front of you, and it's not very difficult. You just need the right trick and the right way to blend the dairy whipping cream. It is as same as the non-dairy one, but it's just about the sugar role, how the sugar plays a very important role in this one. But at the same time, you can follow the measurement which I have given in your recipe card. Otherwise, in case if you feel like it's less sweet or it's more sweet, you can always adjust the sugar according to your preference. But please make sure that you're always using icing sugar, not powdered sugar. Icing sugar has cornstarch, which is going to make your whipping cream stiff. But if you'll add powdered sugar, it will make it more runny. So please make sure only icing sugar, no other substitutes. And also you cannot over whip the dairy whipping cream because it starts to split. So the moment you see that you have got the desired consistency, you should stop working at the moment. And now if you want to store this whipping cream, you just need to cling wrap it nicely and put it in the fridge for the next 3 days. And now this cannot go in the freezer. Please remember, you cannot store a dairy product in the freezer. It will start splitting the moment you take it out. So it should go in the fridge for the next 2 to 3 days. You can use it. Otherwise, you cannot use it more than that. It will start smelling, it will start stinking. So if possible, get yourself a small pack, or if possible, you use the entire pack. And that's it. I hope you find this video helpful, because I have been receiving a lot of questions about the dairy one. So I wanted to just give a brief that how exactly it is done. And you all already know how do we whip a non-dairy one as well. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Meanwhile, happy baking and keep